I was first diagnosed in 1997.
I went to a doctor and I said I thought I had Parkinson's because of the way my arms were reacting.
Well, Parkinson's is a common progressive condition and it affects the amount of dopamine that's produced in the brain. And you need dopamine in order to start movements automatically.
One of the things that dancing does for people in general is to give them the confidence, and getting on the floor and dancing gives you a certain amount of confidence.
One way of trying to encourage people to be active was to find something that was pleasurable, and dancing was one of those things. And the more we looked into it, the more appropriate it became. So the music which you have when you're dancing can act as a cue. So although you've got a reduced dopamine, which is the bit that triggers and helps you to move, if that is reduced, then we're looking for cues to help people to start to move. And it will encourage people to take larger steps, encourage them to turn better, we think. They're the sort of things that we're looking at and exploring in the research study.
Ivor came in before the dance sessions and we did exactly the same measures, which we would call baseline. And then Ivor's done 10 weeks of dancing twice a week, and then I've done exactly the same measures. So we've tried to be as consistent as we can, and then I'll look at whether there's any differences. So particularly I'm looking at whether there's differences in the way Ivor moves his eyes, or whether there's differences in the amount of rotation each segment undergoes before his foot moves, so a level of rotation. And I'm also looking at the way Ivor's balance and the ground reaction force behaves based on the way the segments turn as well.
Yeah, I'm a lot more confident in my movement now, particularly on my feet. I find it easier to manoeuvre in tighter spaces, as it were, you know. Yes, I feel it's been a benefit in that respect. I feel a lot more confident in my steps.
It's made me stop and think a lot more about moving forward, especially when I get into this freezing stage. And it's helped in that respect.
There's a couple of people in the class that have got quite severe symptoms, and they are now actually managing to achieve all the work that we've done, you know. So it's a great developer of confidence, balance, you know, the sheer muscle memory and so on. That makes a lot of difference to people.
A lot of the dance that people have been doing mimic some of the issues that physiotherapists will be treating. So the way physiotherapists treat is that they will encourage people to put their heel down first, to take bigger steps, to turn round in a correct way. And they are the things that we've picked up in the dance, and that's the reason why we've gone in that direction.